So this is a problem statement. Firstly, we need to calculate the subgrade modulus and column strip width. To calculate subgrade modulus, we need we need to use the formula, that is bearing capacity, safe bearing capacity divided by the allowable settlement, that is 300 kilonewton per meter square divided by 1 centimeter. We get 3 into 10 to the power 4 kilonewton per meter cube. Then column strip width is equals to 0.25 L1 or L2, that is L1 here, L1 and L2 both are 18, so take any one of them, and strip width will be 0.25 into 18, that is 4.5. So but we will take 4 meter. So this is a model I have prepared here. To make this, firstly click on file menu and then new model option. A dialog box appears in which you need to fill some informations regarding Indian standard codes and metric units, reinforcement and all. Then set the number of grid lines as 19 and spacing between grid lines in x and y direction both is 1. Then click on define menu to define the materials. In order to define the materials, that is M40 and HYSD 500, click on add new material and then you can define here like M40. You can see here M40, then concrete. You need to assign these values. And click on OK. For HYSD 500, you can see you need to define all these properties. And then click on OK. Here we have defined two materials and then again click on OK. Now we have defined materials. Now we need to define the column properties. For column properties, as we have 500 cross 500 and 600 cross 600, two sections only, so we can define only two types of columns. You can add new property from here column name and then material as M40 and then 600 cross 600 and 500 cross 500, like this. You can do it like this and then click on OK. You can see this true. Now we need to define soil subgrade properties. As you can see, soil 1, we need to modify it. Here, as we have found out earlier, that its value comes out to be, subgrade modulus is 3 into 10 to the power 4. So we need to write it like this and then click on OK. Again OK. Define slab properties 2, as I have forgotten to tell you. Mat footing, modify it. M40, type should be mat, and then thickness, firstly take it as 500 mm and then click on OK. Again OK. Now we need to define load patterns. As we can see here, load pattern should look like this and then click on OK. Now load cases. Here we can see load cases are linear static. Then click on OK. Now load combinations. I have made two combinations. That is, first combination of dead and live load for the scale factor 1.5 1.5 each and strength ultimate should be checked and then click on OK. For combination 2, you can see here dead and live load scale factor should be 1 and check service initial, service normal and service long term and uncheck the box strength ultimate and then click on OK. Again OK. Then draw slabs. From here you can see property should be mat footing, which we have defined earlier. In order to draw, you need to first click on the points, firstly here, then here, continuously clicking, and then stop. Sorry, we need to click here. Basically this is 2 meter extra on each side. So click here, then here, then here, then here, and finally close it at the point where you have started. Now in order to extend this 2 meter in both the directions, firstly click on it, click on the footing. As you can see, firstly escape and then click on the footing. As you can see, one area selected. Then we need to edit it from the edit areas and expand or shrink axis. Right here 2000 mm, as we have to extend 2 meter on both sides. Then click on OK. Then we need to draw columns. So to draw columns, firstly below, property below should be none, and property above can be column 500 cross 500 or 600 cross 600, and then height below should be 0 and height above should be 2. Then you need to mark the columns as shown here according to the properties, like for column 500 cross 500 and different for the column 600 cross 600. These. Now draw these strips, draw design strips. You can design strips like this, as we have calculated earlier the width as 4. First assign these values and then mark here and then here. For the strip layer A, mark horizontally and then select B and then vertically strip layers. As you can see, the layers in the pink. Now select the footing area. Select the footing area as you can see here. Then assign support data and then soil properties. As we have defined soil 1 earlier, we can see, click on OK and again OK. We have defined soil 1 here. Now select each column and firstly, as you can see, I have selected here the point in the middle, 1 point selected here, and then assign load data and then point loads. In order to assign dead loads, click on dead and then whatever the value of the dead load is, here 1850, and then x and y dimensions are 500 cross 500, and then click on OK. Same for the live load. You need to select this. You can select it from here, get previous selection. And then assign the load data, point loads. Here you can load pattern to live load and then load live load as 797.6. Here the dimensions are 500 cross 500, and then click on OK. Apply the same procedure to all the columns as given in the problem statement, like this. After assigning the loads, you can right click on the columns and you can see the dead and the live loads on each column like this. Verify it. Now right click on the footings. You can see here, click on design and make sure that the rebar material should be HYSD 500, and then click on strips one by one and make sure HYSD 500 should be the rebar material in each and every case. As we have here 8 strips, 4 in the vertical and 4 in the horizontal direction, you can see here. Now click on run analysis. As you can see, this type of shape will appear. Then click on run analysis and design, and then display show punching shear design. You can see some of the values here are greater than 1, means they are failed. So we need to again unlock this and define the slab properties again, modify it, and this time take it as 900. Click on OK, again OK, and run the design analysis. Again display the punching options, show punching design. You can see some, again you can see that some values are greater than 1. Repeat the same procedure again. This time thickness should be 1200, and then click on OK, again OK, and then run the analysis. Then display show punching shear design. Now you can see all the values here are less than 1, therefore the design is complete. Set display options and then click on extrude view, then click on OK. 3D, you can see here this models in the 3D are columns and footing. Disable that option and then click on OK. Now click on display show strip forces. You can see here moment, load cases, and click on apply and hover your cursor like this. If you need to know the values, click on show values on diagrams and then apply it. You can see the maximum and the minimum values here. Same you can do with the shear force and then apply it. You can see this. Whatever you need to find out, just click on that and then apply it. Now close this. Now click on display option again and show slab design. Here you can click on impose minimum reinforcing and then apply it. You can see here the diagram. You can click on layer B2 and then apply it in order to check the variations and then close it. Again click on the display menu and then show slab forces and stresses. Here you can click on M max and apply it. You will see this type of picture on the screen and then close it. You can click on display, show tables, concrete design, then this, and then click on OK. A table will appear. Concrete slab design 1, flexure and the shear data. You can see here as all are OK. That means our design is right. You can click on display menu again and show crack widths. You will be able to see the crack widths for the slab bottom face firstly. Then click on slab top face. You will be able to see the crack widths in the top face. Here e to the power -3. Then click on close. You can run the detailing, check all these and then click on OK. You can see here detailing appears, and then you can check anything you wanna see here. Here framing plan is this, then rebar table, double click on that and you will be able to see that. Rebar schedule, bill of quantities, and anything you want to from these. Section 1, reinforcement layer A, reinforcement layer B, all bars, rebar plan. So here I finish it. Thank you.